Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where an unnatural fog had rolled in on the night that the Nazgul came, changing the contours of the land, and the Dunedain were seized by a feeling of dread unlike anything that they had felt before. What do you say about this? Well, Halbrad, I guess Halbrad of the past? My own heart was seized by a terrible foreboding, but I had the duty of command and would not abandon it. I want you to know this, Pineleaf, before I tell you the events that followed. These men and women that stood with me on that night, there was not a single drop of cowardice amongst them. But we had no idea what we would face on that night.
The dead rise! The dead!
The barrows are emptied!
Dunedain, do not give in to fear!
Well, facing a few of the dead isn't all that unusual. I mean, we faced that in Herne, right? So we have to deal with them one barrow warrior at a time. Oh, more of them. Decaying horror. Lots of decay. Oops, a daisy. And now you? I guess you instead. Just trying to stay out of this yuck stuff. I mean, there are enough bad things in here already. Alright, we got you. Oops. Have to be careful here. The morale is being tested.
Forward, Dunedain!
Forward.
What is that?
Ooh. A raid.
There's another!
Okay, 2 raids. Bit of a problem.
You're not welcome here! Leave this land!
That's quite a number of raids.
None can stand before us.
Go back, vile creatures, and never return!
The Witch King of Angmar. Yikes.
Stand, Dunedain! Protect the Shire!
Well, that tracks with the other stories I've heard about these riders.
The number of the terrible wraiths was 9.
The number was 9, though not all those who defended Sarn knew what that meant as I did. We defied those black riders for as long as we could, but that was not an evil against which any man or woman can be expected to stand for long. I don't judge those who ran, or any who hid themselves. Those of the riders who did not pass into the Shire pursued the Dunedain that they found into the wild. There are still rangers in the Shire, and I know that they will do what they must to save the hobbits from these black riders. But more of my kin were scattered across Cardolan by those of the riders that did not cross the Brandywine, and we will need their strength in the days ahead if they are still alive. That is what I need from you and from Meneldir. I need you to track down survivors of the attack and learn how they fared in the days since my people were scattered like leaves in the wind. This will not cure Meneldir's shame or restore his broken oath, but it may reveal the nature of his heart. If he bears any love for his former kin, let him show it by aiding us now. You, Pineleaf, are free to do as you will, but know that it will be of great help to the Dunedain if you aid us in this, and I will not forget it. All right, and get increased reputation with Cardline. And alright, we get a cloak. A substantially improved cloak, yes it is.
Many of my kin were scattered across the South Downs in the wake of the attack.
I fear at least 4 of the Black Riders may harry the Rangers along the hills of the South Downs. Save the Dunedain if you can. Help them recover from their injuries and restore what safety you can to the South Downs. If you see the raids, hide if you can, but run if you must. There is a power and evil about them I have never seen before. Worse than the raids that I've faced so far? Got it. Let me take care of 1 or 2 more things here at Sarn Ford before I head out to search for the Dunedain. Hello there.
What troubles you?
A passage of the terrible riders across the Ruddy Moor has done something to the animals that live here. Beasts that once lived peacefully along the farms and villages are now driven to madness, attacking folk that they never had before. If you wish to help us to keep these lands safe, you will help us deal with these creatures that have been newly driven to madness. Oh yes, and I also have those brigands I'm supposed to attend to. And what else do we have? And we have watched the borders of the Shire for many years, but I have never seen such evil as this. Ooh.
A resolve must not falter.
My people have long protected the borders of the Shire from the dangers of the wild world, but I have never seen such evil as that has scattered my people a few days agone. Dreadful riders in black left many among the Rangers injured or dead, and some of their number passed into the Shire. I know not how many. Will you cross the river and see how fare the folk of the Shire? The terrible creatures rode us down, and I fear to think what they may do to the peaceful folk across the river. Look for Andy Brockhouse and see if he's still alive. He keeps watch outside some of the neighborhoods that are near Mickle Delving. All right. I suppose I can do that. I presume that means the Shire is this way. Ah, I believe I found Andy Brockhouse. Hello there.
Hello there.
Black Riders? No, I haven't seen anything like that. Did you take a knock to the head or something? This is the Shire, and these are peaceful days. If anyone has seen great big group of big folk on horses, all galloping together, someone would have said something. Now, it is true that sometimes a hobbit will see something that frightens him when he's out in a nighttime stroll, but 9 times out of every 10, the shadow that seemed to be conceal something scary will turn out to be a fallen log in the road, or a deer frozen amongst the trees, and that more frightened him than he of it. I appreciate your concern, though, but we hobbits know how to handle ourselves and our own business. You go back to whoever sent you here in such a hurry and tell them all is fine in the Shire. And I think that's it for our business. Well, unless you want to buy a house. What? That was quite a non sequitur. Why would I buy a house? Oh, I have some lovely ones that are currently for sale. Really? And why do I need a house in the Shire? Well, someplace to relax that's safe when you are need resting for your adventures. Do I have time for such a thing? Okay. Maybe a small one. But that's neither here nor there. I think it's time for us to get back to Sarn Ford and deal with those brigands and those wild beasts and all sorts of other troubles. I thought I heard a creature over on this side. Ah, yes. There's a wolf over here. I guess we'll start with this one. as we look about looking for creatures that seem to be a little bit on the mad side. This bull doesn't exactly look like it. Yeah, he's a little mad. So by which definition, I'm not exactly sure yet. Well, we'll deal with that as things go along. And of course, keep an eye out for any wraith. Yeah, these things. These shadowy raids. You are trying to be nasty, aren't you? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, finally remember that. Oh yeah, there's this. There's this corruption you're supposed to remove. Go throughout the fight without removing the corrupt. Oh, what's in the? Oh yeah, of course, the traditional. Okay, let's stay away from the bulls. They seem to be driven mad by having. Okay, fine. Having trouble with them anyway. Ouch! They're all over the place. Now, let's see if I can find those brigands that are supposed to be up around here somewhere. Probably in those ruins up ahead that I see with that rather tall tower. Ah, looks like there's somebody here. Is this his pet dog? No, that's a wolf. Well, we'll see what's going on here. Hello, ma'am.
What can I do for you?
Hello there, adventurer. I trust that is what you are, yes? Oh, very good. I am not an adventurer, you see, but a citizen concerned about an issue that I have noticed of late. The increase of bad-tempered ruffians that threaten the peace and safety of these lands. You may call me Mrs. Goodheart, if you please, you. And I may call you what? Pineleaf? Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you, Pineleaf. I came here to give these brigands a piece of my mind, but now that I've arrived, I think that perhaps I was a bit overzealous. There are two ruffians in particular that have caused a great deal of trouble back home. They are the Redclaw brothers, Eatwell and Imris, and their crimes are too numerous to recount. Let us just say that Redclaw is not just a family name, for a description of that sort of villainy is what they are most fond. They are dangerous, and they are somewhere within this structure. If you can put an end to their murdering, I will have a reward for you, and you will also have the appreciation of an entire village. Okay, so defeat Idwal Redclaw and Imris Redclaw. And I can do that while I'm taking care of the rest of the brigands, right? Hello? So, let's go and help with that. Alright. Good. Oh! Look at this! Gerhard! No, that's that. No, that's not a name. That's the name of the location. Alright, well, yeah. There you go. Take care of them 1 and 2 at a time, I guess. Oh, hello. I guess this is the 2 at a time bit. Now the question is, where are these ringleaders? I would presume that they're inside here somewhere. Oh, I think. Oh. How if I bring this one out first? Okay. I can get you to a place that is not covered with caltrops fleas. Good. Oh boy, this place is riddled with the things. Now, aha! Emrys Redclaw. Good. Are you ready to meet Red Spear? Oh. How about Raid Spear? Yep. Gonna be one of those days, isn't it? A raid that decides that standing in caltrops is the best thing to do. Might reduce the chance that a hobbit will spear it or something. Speaking of spirit, yeah, this is a rather terrible spirit, isn't it? Oh, that's right. I think the other one is likely to be up those stairs. I mean, that would be fitting. All right, and as for you, okay, let's... Now it's your turn. Really? Okay, well, she'll bleed out soon enough. Yep, she did. Now, we'll take care of you as I go up. I think that takes care of everything. Well, that takes care of what I need from the Rangers. I still have one more Red Claw to... Alright, you could go here. I'm assuming that that's Red Claw. Yeah, that's no, that's just a regular captain. Where is Red Claw number 2? Oh, there we are. Right over here. Hey. What's that thing? Ouch! Alright, well, we'll take care of that and see what this is. An oath plaque. You have discovered the oath plaque. I think I'll read the notes later, because right now I think it's time for us to get out of here and get back to Elian Goodheart, who I'm sure has a perfectly good heart. Let's see. And we'll take care of these on the way out, because apparently they posted new guards. Somebody noticed that the old guards had gone missing. Oh. Hello. Now. Alright. Now, let's find Goodheart. Mission accomplished.
Greetings, traveler.
Edwell and Emrys are no more? Very well done, Pineleaf. You have my thanks, and when I report to my village that the Redclaw brothers have paid for their crimes, you will have the appreciation of an entire village. A good day to you, my adventuring friend. I can't imagine our paths will cross again, but if they do, I will know that fate smiles upon me, and I shall expect good fortune for all the rest of the day. Boy, is she an ambitious one. All right, here we go. Let's see. We've got... Ooh, a hood. Ah, a nice hood. A really nice hood. Okay, nice doing business with you. Now, I think it's time for me to get back to Sarn. I am back. I dealt with those mad beasts.
Will you aid us?
Thank you for helping keep these lands safe, Pineleaf. Never before in my memory have we had to deal with such evil as these riders in black. Yeah, there is that. Now, let's see. Okay, that looks like a good one. Okay, good. And also,
Will you aid us?
the hobbits do not report seeing anything untoward. This does enlighten my worries, Pineleaf, for it means that whoever commands the terrible riders does so with a purpose beyond only killing. He must have had these riders separate, so as not to attract any attention. But what do they seek, if that is not open battle that they desire? I'm glad that Andy and his folks still live, but I do not know what to make of the creature that broke our lines and scattered our people. I say creature. In the misty night they look like men to my eyes, but my heart says that they are something else, and evil. Be wary as you travel these lands. Some of the creatures went into the Shire, but I think some of them remain here to trouble the Rangers and keep us from opposing them. Well, speaking of that, I suppose I need to get back on to task on that matter. First, I think I need to report about dealing with those brigands.
Evil hides no longer.
You've done well to oppose the brigands amassing in Garvarad. I must remember that one frightening experience does not eliminate the other dangers against which we must stand. That is easier said than it is done, friend. Thank you for helping my people, and I am sworn to defend. All right, good. Oh, yeah, which one do I have? Probably a ring of some sort. Well, yes, this is definitely a step up for me. There we go. All right, now, what were you saying?
Any search of the South Downs should begin near Caranost.
Caranost commands a view of the surrounding lands, and I believe that any ranger seeking to return from their escape will make for Caranost. When last I walked the rolling hills of the South Downs, there were elves camped east of the river, just on the other side of Caranost. Let us begin our search there. So we need to go to scattered rangers at an elf camp across the river. Gotcha! What will we find at Caranost? We have to find that out in the next episode of Vale of the Pine.